Has anyone tried to end your life intentionally? My mother. I still feel really emotionally conflicted over it. Before I was born, my mom was vibrant. Tennis player, biker, runner. But shortly after my birth, everything changed. She developed a degenerative disease similar to MS, plus postpartum depression that triggered schizophrenia. Basically, my birth somehow triggered this horrible chain of events. When I was 6, my father explained that mommy was sick and only had 2 years left. My younger sister wasn't told, but my older siblings were devastated. I felt terrible seeing everyone fall apart. I became her little helper. Got her water, made food, changed DVDs, did laundry, managed her medication, everything. The workload got heavier as I got older. Meanwhile, Dad was buying her everything to create this illusion of wealth we couldn't afford. I started babysitting at night, lying about my age so I could care for mom during the day. I was 8. 2 years passed. She didn't die like doctors predicted. The financial illusion was crumbling. She started talking openly about ending it all. She'd stand at the sink telling me she hated me so much she almost drowned me as a baby. When I'd cry, she'd scream that I was selfish. But this was just the beginning of how dark things would get. The schizophrenia worsened. Some days I had to beg her to take medication. Her mobility declined because she refused physical therapy. I'd help her walk while she threatened that if I wasn't quick enough, she'd get up herself and fall, and it would be my fault. One night when I was 12, my older siblings had moved out. It was just mom and me. She was having a massive episode, screaming and throwing things. I called my sister's friend's family, made up a story so she'd stay out. I was trying to calm her when she made her way to the kitchen. She started hurling dishes at me, screaming that she hated me and everything wrong in her life was my fault. She said I was a plague, that before me she was happy. After throwing everything, she turned to the counter and started crying. She weakly apologized, repeating that the world was rotten. She insisted she knew it wasn't really me. It was fate. Like an idiot, I walked over to comfort her. When I got close, she turned around with a knife from the butcher's block. I backed away as she started sobbing about how she was going to free me and that if I loved her, I'd let her cut my throat. Put yourself in my shoes. Your disabled mother has threatened suicide multiple times. You've been raised to feel responsible for her. You can see she's struggling to walk toward you, but there's commitment in her eyes. I had to make the quickest decision of my life. Rush in and take the knife for her sake, or run and accept she'd probably fall and stab herself. I rushed in and tried to grab her wrist. I missed. She started stabbing me in the arm and shoulder, near my neck. I grabbed her forearm, trying to stop her while she flailed the blade. She dropped it and started clawing open the stab wounds, screaming, "Die, you horrible thing! Why won't you just die?" I shoved her back and grabbed the knives, hiding them upstairs. When I came down, she'd gone quiet. I picked up the phone to call 911, but heard my mother already on the line with Dad, crying that I'd gotten in a fight at school, came home and threw her into the counter. I started telling him the real story, but Mom just screamed wordlessly over everything I said. That sound still haunts me. Dad came home while I was cleaning my wounds, mostly scratches except for the puncture in my shoulder. When I showed him she'd stabbed me, she just looked away like a guilty child. He put her to bed and told me I needed to be more sensitive to her feelings. Said we couldn't go to the hospital because they'd take Mom away. The next day, he stayed home with her. She was a perfect angel for him. I was too scared to run away because I thought my family wouldn't make it without me. 3 years later, I started saving to move out on my 18th birthday and left. They still haven't forgiven me. They act like I betrayed the family. Nobody talks about what she tried to do. Dad convinced my siblings I was exaggerating. The worst part? There are days Mom is wonderful, tells me she loves me, cries about our bad relationship, and I really do love her. But then there are other days where she texts that if I really loved her, I'd be at the house taking care of her. I'm 20 now, about to start traveling with a company that pays well. I recently stopped blaming myself for her illness, but I'll never forget the night she tried to kill me.